Hi, this is Angela Gower-Johnson. Thank you so much for being here for step 1, getting into clarity. So there are a couple of things that I wanted to share with you today on getting into clarity. So the two main processes that I have used for myself and my clients to get into clarity are the grounding and protecting, which is a Lipan Apache method for getting clear, for getting a deeper connection with Creator, and you can exchange that word for any higher power you believe in, for owning your own space and being able to just receive messages from the higher power you believe in or your inner wisdom. And the second process is an access consciousness process called Who Does This Belong To? Return to Sender with Consciousness Attached. So these two methods are my tried and tested methods, not only on myself, but also on my clients with amazing results. So my question to you is, do you know the difference between what is your logical mind and what is your higher self or your higher power you believe in communicating with you? And also, do you know when a thought, feeling, emotion, or inner dialogue is actually yours or if it's someone else's? And what tools do you use to know what is intuition, what is logical mind, and what is someone else's? So the reason for the grounding and protection is to get out of beta. So I'm just going to give you the quickest, super duper, just my version explanation of beta and alpha. So beta is a state, a brainwave state that you can be in. It's a state of being. And the Native Americans call it land of the living dead. And they advise that you get the hell out of there and you never go back again. So if you look at beta brainwaves, they're a little bit choppy. You've got peaks, you've got lows, and there's just not as much smoothness there as there is in alpha. So once you get into alpha, things are just a little bit more even keel. Your emotions can be balanced so much more easily, and you just are emotionally balanced a little bit more. So the Lipan Apache believe that in beta, you have virtually no access to any form of spiritual connection or the ability to have clarity to receive communication from nature or your inner wisdom, higher self, or the higher power you believe in. So alpha is the first meditative state. And instead of viewing it as, a thing like doing meditation and having to stay in, this yoga position all day, 24/7, I'd like you to understand that you can be in a state of meditation and still be active. That's what Native American medicine men do and how they train themselves from the age of 4 to 6 to just be actively in meditation. So active meditation or things to trigger that can be running, cycling, playing golf, almost any sport, anything that's repetitive, chanting. I like running access questions, dancing. These are all forms of active meditation. So you can actually stay in a state of clarity while you are doing your business. And this next process, the grounding and protection, is going to help you to set that stage and to get you to start functioning from that place of alpha. So we're going to talk a little bit more about beta so that you can really understand why you want to get out of beta if you want clarity. So I'd like you to imagine that you are on the busiest street in New York City. There is tons of traffic. There's lots of noise coming from people and traffic and just the surrounding area. At the same time, you're walking at quite a fast pace, and there's at least one person walking with you, talking to you and trying to get your attention. Now, up ahead in the distance, there is a special person. This person has some information for you. This information is absolutely vital to your business. It is a major game changer. So just imagine that this person is the voice of Creator, the voice of God, or your inner spirit, your inner wisdom, wanting to give you that information that you are asking for, that you've been asking for a very long time. And if you get this piece of information and you utilize it, oh my God, your business is going to skyrocket. Things are going to be so much easier and magical for you. But what is happening is here you are in this crowd, and you've got the traffic going by you. You've got this person trying to get your attention. You have all these other people around making noise, and in the not so distance, there's someone shouting. So you have all of this stuff going on, and you now have this really special key person coming towards you, and that person is going to give you some information. Now, how much of that are you going to be able to take in as you're walking quickly past them and they're walking at an equal or greater speed towards you and away from you? So for me, that's beta. There's so much going on. There's so much noise. There's something trying to get your attention, and it's all very busy, 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 busy. So using that same scenario, alpha is where you can mute everything outside of you. You can mute the person shouting. You can mute the person that is talking to you and trying to get your attention. You can slow things down so that key person with that message that's going to be the game changer for your business is walking a little bit slower, or at the perfect speed for them to pass that information on to you. So it's almost like all time and space has been manipulated so that you can get that information. Not only that, but maybe your breathing has slowed down a bit. Maybe your heart rate has slowed down a tiny bit. Maybe there's a level of peace and comfort that you don't often experience. So to me, that is what beta and alpha are. And you really want to get out of beta and start functioning from alpha so that you have that clarity that you've been asking for. You have that clarity and connection that you deserve. So the first thing we're going to do is shamanic breathing. So I'm going to take you through the shamanic breathing, and then I'm going to take you through the grounding and protection. So the shamanic breathing is breathing in through your mouth, holding it, and then exhaling through your nose. And the idea is to do all of that a little bit slowly. We do that 3 times, and then we're going to move straight into the grounding and protection, where I'm going to take you to this place in nature that the Lipan Apache call your birthright. It's a place where you can reclaim your ability to play. You can reclaim your ability to be a manifester, a creator, a place where you can destroy and uncreate things so that you can master your ability of really being the director of your life and your ability to create what you want. It's also a place where you can get your clarity and reclaim your power and awareness. And once we're there, we're going to visit your sacred fire, which has been there beyond all time and space. You'll be able to ask for your heart's desire. And then we're going to go to your sacred area, which is a patch of earth that can be big or small, but it's really, really soft earth. And you're going to ground, and that means you're just going to slide into the ground comfortably and safely. And then we're going to bring in the light of Creator and your 4 power animals for this process. I will give you time to go deep, and then we will come out. So while you're doing this process, if you need to come out at any time, you can do so quickly and easily. Obviously, this process is to be listened to at home or sitting down, not driving or using heavy machinery or knives or anything. So this really is an eyes closed process where I require your full and undivided attention, and I'd like you to take my voice with you, to allow my voice to follow you on this journey, and for my voice to be a source of safety and security. So let's begin. So taking a deep breath in through the mouth and holding it, and exhaling slowly through the nose. Taking a deep breath in through the mouth. Holding it, and exhaling slowly through the nose. Taking a deep breath in through the mouth. Holding it. And exhaling slowly through the nose. If you haven't already done so, I'd like you to close your eyes. Listening to the sound of my voice, I'd like you to imagine the start of a path. There's a path in front of you, and somehow you know that you're at the start. Maybe there's a sign, maybe there's a landmark. There's just something there, even if it's just a feeling or a knowing that this is the beginning. And up ahead on the path, you can see patches of sunlight, and there's patches of shade. And maybe there's a little pull to start the journey of walking on this path. Just a little pull. So I'd like you to step onto the path. Start walking, listening to the sound of my voice, taking it with you, allowing my voice to be a source of comfort and security. As you walk on the path, you're aware of the patches of sunlight, the patches of shade, and maybe there's warmth and coolness as you walk through. And as you're walking ahead and to the right, there's these steps going down. And possibly there's a nice, lovely pool inviting you to go down those steps. I'd like you to start going down the steps. Maybe taking just a moment to acknowledge that the deeper you go, the more down you go, the more space there is for your body and your unconscious mind to heal on a subconscious level. Healing can take place as you go down. And up ahead, the bottom of those steps, there's an arch. And I'd like you to become familiar with that arch. Just take a moment to look at it, to touch it, to feel it. Maybe there's a smell or a taste in the air. And on the other side of this arch is your Native American birthright. It's a piece of spiritual land, a playground for you to rediscover the magic and the beauty of a spiritual connection and of a physical reality. And it's also a training ground for you to acknowledge that you're the boss, you're the creator. In this place, you get to dictate how things show up. You can destroy and uncreate, learning to manifest. And in this place, you will also find your power animals. And always remember that this is a place of fun and joy, reclaiming childhood innocence, adventure, and playfulness, being able to learn in a fun way. I'd like you to go through the arch into your land, your birthright, your learning playground of fun and adventure and magic and power and clarity. Just look around. Feel how you feel. How do you feel different here? What is different? What is already changing for you? I'd like you to start walking ahead. And up ahead and a little bit to the right, there's an area that is clearly marked differently. And as you walk, you might find just a little bubbling of fun and adventure somewhere deep inside, possibly now, being aware of that little bubbling of fun, possibility, of childhood glee, And as you get to that marked area, start to see your sacred fire, a fire that's been there for you beyond all time and space. You've experienced that fire before. Maybe there's a deep inner knowing just by looking at it. I'd like you to find your sacred sit spot in front of the fire. Just take a moment to sit, looking into the fire. I'm going to have you ask that fire for your heart's desire. And the way that you're going to do that is in your mind. Say to the fire, "You know my heart. You know my heart." Even if you can't place words and images to what it is you'd like the fire to contribute to your deepest heart's desire, just say, "You know my heart." Maybe you can feel something different. You can feel some sort of exchange of energy and how that fire is contributing to that heart's desire. Fire is already working to manifest your deepest, deepest heart's desire. I'd like you to say thank you to your fire, your sacred fire. It's powerful and magical. Maybe just by sitting there, a level of clarity is washing over you and growing inside of you. And a level of connection, of spiritual connection. Giving thanks to the fire and getting up. And walking to your sacred area. That area that has the softest earth you could ever imagine. And as you step onto that earth, you feel the softness. There's a level of comfort and softness that's beyond description. And the more you stand there, the softer and more comfortable it is. I'd like you to slowly start sliding into that earth, safely, softly, securely. And as you're sliding in, allow your feet and legs to elongate, finding tree roots and rocks to wrap around as they make their way down to the center of the earth, where there's a grounding magnet that's attracting them, that's pulling towards them, so that they can attach to that grounding magnet. As you're sliding down into the earth, go down past your calves. I'd like you to take your awareness into the ground. Maybe you can see in the earth with your awareness. Maybe you can smell with your awareness. Maybe you can feel. Are there cool spots in the earth? Are there warm spots in the earth? Can your awareness taste anything? Can your awareness smell anything in the earth? Can your awareness hear anything? Maybe the gentle pulsation of the earth. There's this gentle pulsating, hoovering effect that the earth has. It's almost like lapping or hoovering any energy in your body that isn't yours. Any thoughts, any feelings, any emotions, any distractions, any limiting points of view. The earth gently laps it away. Anything that you're willing to let go of. Going down, down into the earth to be turned into something magical and beautiful. Now up in the distance, in the sky, there's a gold sphere. Huge gold sphere. It is so bright that you can't fully look at it. And even if you could, it is so dense in gold that you wouldn't be able to see into it. And I'd like you to bring that light of Creator down. And as it comes down, maybe you can feel the light or the warmth washing over your skin. Just washing away any energies that aren't yours in your space. Any thoughts, any feelings, any emotions, any distractions in your space are getting washed away. And bring that gold sphere all the way down so that it is completely around you, encircling you, embracing you all the way down. It's so huge that it's even going past the center of the earth. So you have the earth pulsating, lapping, pulling out so gently, ever so gently. Any of the thoughts, feelings, and emotions that aren't yours, any of the limiting beliefs, any of the distractions. And you have the light of Creator washing the same things out of your space, your energetic body. And up in the sky, there is a bird of prey, an eagle. And it comes down and it sits on the sphere. It is one of your protector animals. It will support you in your communication with Creator, Source, whatever higher power you believe in. It just stays perched at the top of your gold sphere. And in the distance, there is a wolf. Another one of your protectors, a power animal to support you. And keeping your space clean, and maintaining a level of clarity and connection. And perhaps contributing a gentle demand of loyalty for those around you. And there's a slight rumbling as you look up and you see a bear coming towards you. A great big bear. The wolf comes and sits next to you. And a great big protecting bear comes and lies down on your other side. And the bear helps you with staying grounded. Will teach you self-healing. And around the perimeter of your gold sphere is a coyote, another one of your protectors, who will help you to maintain your own space, support you in keeping out other people's energies, other energies. The coyote brings a level of cheekiness and fun. Take your awareness into the earth, allowing your feet to get to the core magnet, that grounding magnet, and attach firmly. And as your awareness is in the ground, I'd like you to just feel the depth and the deepness. Just going deeper still. I'm just going to give you a little bit of space. To start accessing more clarity now. As you go deeper, the quieter things get. The more you let go of the distractions, the better you feel, the clearer you get. Allowing yourself to be more clear and connected. Even more clear and even more connected. Going deeper and accessing deeper levels of clarity. letting go of the things that used to hold you back. Allowing the earth to just gently lap those things away. There you go. Going a little bit deeper still. Maybe now is a time to feel like something deep has changed. Getting you more access to more of you, more clarity and a deeper connection. Deeper still. In a minute, I'm going to bring you back, counting from 5 to 1. But before I do, I'd like you to just experience the depth. Allow your body to slide down into the earth all the way to your solar plexus. And if you'd like to experience even more intense connection, healing, and comfort, you can slide down all the way to your chin so that your chin is resting on that soft, soft earth. From this place, there's just so much comfort. The deepest ability to let go. Get clear. Now, taking your awareness deep, deep down into the earth. Deeper still. Diving down. To a place of bliss. There you go. Five, tonight as you sleep and dream, doing this 3 times and 3 times more, so that when you do wake up, you wake up with this new level of clarity, this ability to experience comfort, connection, and clarity like you've never experienced before. 4, every time you do this, being able to get deeper clarity, getting so much more from it each and every time, getting so much clearer. 3, going through this process again and again, and then being able to do it on your own, quickly, effectively, and easily. 2, keeping a part of your awareness, a part of your energy, grounded in that earth, experiencing that level of self-healing, of clarity, and that deep internal bliss. 1, opening your eyes wide awake, refreshed, way, way better than you were before. Brighter, clearer, better, happy, happy, joy, joy. Maybe wiggle around. I like to do a big stretch. I'm gonna yawn. Oh, yay! Woohoo! So that is the Lipan Apache grounding and protection. The purpose of doing that practice is to be able to clear your space of distractions, to start getting this deep level of clarity and connection. So the feedback that I've had from my clients, the results that they've had from doing this grounding and protection and mastering it, is they're able to get a level of focus that they've never had before. They're able to get those downloads from source, from creator, from the higher power they believe in, and their inner wisdom so much more easily and effectively, and with so much more clarity. The other thing that my clients have experienced is a level of being able to maintain personal space and boundaries. There is a level of being able to own your own space from doing this, which allows you to have that clarity so much more easily. So I urge you to do this again and again. Like ideally, I would have you do it for the minimum of 4 to 6 weeks, doing it every day until you were able to replicate it and do it in like a minute, and then setting that energy 3 to 4 times a day. So personally, I practiced this for 4 years, like really intensively, to get the deepest amount of clarity and awareness, just to really get that clarity and awareness. And this practice is also the foundation for Native medicine men to learn how to read energy, to access intuition, to do remote viewing. So it's a really powerful technique. I'd love to hear your feedback with this. Thank you so much. Okay, so the next process is the Who Does This Belong To? Return to Sender with consciousness attached. So this is that access process that I was telling you about. It's a question and a process. So this is one of the foundational tools of access, and it's a way to acknowledge and get rid of other people's thoughts, feelings, and emotions. So the idea is that you would do this from a place of being in question as to whether 99.9% of every thought, feeling, and emotion you have just isn't yours. So the idea is you're an infinite being and you're super duper aware, because you just are. Like almost everyone has walked into a place and known that something kinky was going on, like there was an argument or something. And that's just awareness. So the way I like to teach people to do this is to imagine the thought, feeling, or emotion that you have isn't yours, and ask, who does this belong to? And then for the first time only, have a gift box that you put that thought, feeling, emotion, inner dialogue, limitation into. You close the box up, you wrap it in amazing wrapping paper, and then you put a bow around it or put a ribbon around it, and you let it go to whoever that thought, feeling, emotion, limitation, or negative dialogue belongs to. So you don't need to know who it belongs to and asking the question, who does this belong to? It's automatically going to know, Spirit's going to know, Creator's going to know, your inner wisdom is going to know who it belongs to. And then you just simply say, return to sender with consciousness attached. So you don't have to do the gift wrapping box every time. I only use it because it adds a little bit of visualization and power to it. It just adds a little oomph to it. And also, some people feel like it's not a really good thing to send a really bad feeling to someone else. You're not really sending them the bad feeling. You're sending them the awareness that there's a different way to function. So the statement question process is, who does this belong to? Return to sender with consciousness attached. So ideally, you would run this for 3 days. You would ask this question for 3 days for every thought, feeling, emotion, negative piece of information that popped into your head. And you won't be able to do it for absolutely everything, but what I have my clients do is put a little alarm on their phone that goes off every 30 minutes or every 20 minutes to remind them that they're doing the who does this belong to process. So you'll do it for a while, you'll forget, your alarm goes off, and you start doing it again. So the value of doing this is that you get to start owning your own space. You clear your headspace and just your space of negative thoughts of other people's opinions, points of views, so that you have access to your clarity. You get to get clear. So this process, super powerful. For me, it supported me with something to do with my body. So I don't have a business story with this, actually not even for my clients. So if you use this in business, I beg you, please get in touch with me and share your story, because I would love, love, love to hear it. So my story with this process is, before I had even heard of Abraham Hicks, I was a size 12. And I started to feel fat. So in the UK, a size 12 is a US 10. And I was daily having these feelings of feeling fat, of looking at my body and going, oh my God, I'm so fat. And my point of view now is that those were not mine. I have no idea where I got them from, but I started buying them as mine. So the law of attraction is all about ask and you receive, or perceive and you receive. What you believe is what you're going to get. So what happened to me was I went in a relatively short period of time from a size 12 to a size 22. So in the UK, the sizes go up in increments of 2. So there's size 12, then there's 14, 16, 18, 20, and 22. And that feeling of being fat when I was a size 12, it went from having that feeling or that thought maybe once a day to like multiple times a day to like lots, like almost, it was like almost a constant thing. It took over and I just got up to a size 22. So then I trained in law of attraction and really studied and dived into Abraham Hicks, and then I found Access. And I was told about this process. It was shared with me, and I used it for other things, but I hadn't done the 3-day challenge, and I'm saying to you, please do that, where you ask for every thought, feeling, and emotion, who does this belong to? Return to sender with consciousness attached. Then I finally dove in and used the who does this belong to? Return to sender with consciousness attached. And I really, really focused on that feeling fat. So I can tell you it was not the easiest thing to do, because obviously I was a size 22. And a size 22 just isn't skinny. Totally get that. And that was kind of messing with my head. But what happened was I just dove in and I just kept doing it. And I got control of those thoughts, feelings, and emotions by taking the energy out of them and taking the belief out of them. And what happened was, without doing any dieting, without doing any exercise, without doing anything different, apart from running that question, I was able to go from a size 22 to a size 14. And that's powerful. That is just amazing. So this process is just incredible. And again, please, if you get a business story, if you find a way to use it with business, please share that with me. I'd be so grateful. So with my clients, all body stuff with this process that I can remember. There's someone who was able to get rid of facial dermatitis. There was someone who had this niggly, consistent cough, and there was someone who used it with repetitive sore throats. And I think there was someone who had like a knee issue, like pain in the knee, and they were able to shift that. So yeah, no business stories from me yet, but hopefully you'll be able to change that for me. So those are the two processes. You've got the grounding and protection and the who does this belong to, return to sender with consciousness attached. When I work privately with clients, I get them to utilize these two techniques to really step into their clarity, to just get awesome clarity and connection. So with these two processes, you will get more clarity and connection if you are diving in and using them every single day. All right, thank you so much for you. I hope you have an amazing and magical day. And woohoo for your newfound clarity. Yay! And I'll see you on the next module. And I can't wait to talk to you on the Q&A calls. Bye.